Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to Venomous Animations. Now, today we are doing something different on the channel, which we don't normally do. So for a while now, me and the animation team, we've been working on a short film called Melo the Hero, and today I've been allowed to share some behind the scenes with you. So I'll be doing this scene with you, step by step. Now, I won't be doing everything in the scene. I won't be doing every single thing in the scene. All this, yeah, no, that's not mine. You all had to pick. I chose the fan. I love the fan, because I feel like I could play with that a little. So the fan. So I chose the fan. Yeah, some other people are doing this. Very talented people. Team of mine, I've worked with them with some other things as well. We've done so many things together. They are very chins. Maybe on YouTube you might stumble upon their videos. Yeah, so I can't wait to see that. But for us, for now, in this video, we are going to focus on the fan animation. So if you want, you can follow along. Yeah. So let's get started. Now, what I would normally do with something like this is I would actually a fan. I would make another layer. Now I would call this, I have to make multiple layers technically so that we can still recycle our animations. We want this animation to loop, and what that means is we want to recycle the frames to make it look more consistent. We're going to recycle the frames to save time, save strength as well, because animation is not an easy thing. So we're trying to save so many things right now. So we are going to make this animation loop, and looping is done everywhere actually. You see you're running animations in animes, or I saw one in Steven Universe not so long ago. You would see that if you go frame by frame or pause every millisecond, you will see that, oh, they're just reusing the same frames. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So I would call this the base. And now what I mean by the base is I mean this. That's what I mean by the base. So I'm gonna call this the base. We have our base. Now so that I don't tamper with other people's layers, I lock them. I keep them locked so that I don't end up animating in someone else's layer. So I locked them. It's in the base fan. There we go. And I think I might as well just group it. So there we go. Now let's get started with the base. Okay. Now you don't always have to do this. If you wanna waste your time and keep redrawing the same base, it will not look consistent. So I am going to lower the opacity here, maybe my brush size as well. So normally for something like this I would use a brush size of 5, but maybe let's put it, 5. We use a brush size of 5. Mind if you lock your group, everything under the group will be locked. So this is not part of the group. There is the sign to show that it's part of, like a small L there. So I've locked those. So let's do our base. So now what you want to be doing in animations, you want to be making quick strokes. Not like it's not like traditional painting, not like traditional drawing where you can actually take your time to get it accurate as possible. Here you have to fast, because if I try and get this accurate, I won't. So yeah, also I think pen pressure plays a big role as well. So pen pressure, you just go to settings, configure toolbars, look for pen pressure there. So mine is not showing there, but because I already equipped it there. But for you, if you have a mouse, you can still try something. You can just manually increase the pressure. But if you have a tablet, I actually suggest that enable pen pressure, because you can get actually tapered tapered edges, so it's easier to control. It makes it feel like a real pencil. But yeah, so we have our base there. No, I was actually thinking of putting an Easter egg, but not many people are on board with that. I wanted to put an Easter egg in my fan animation, but oh well. I think we'll just that. Now that we have our base, maybe we can just decorate it. There we go. I like that. Now we won't color this now. We'll come back and color it later. Now we just want to do our rough animation. Rough animation. Rough animation. So I'll down there. For rough animation, I would actually put it put the under the base. So we'll lock the base for rough animation. Now, if you are not so sure about doing a fan or animating a fan, it makes sense actually. Don't ever feel like, you know, I can't animate this, I'm useless or something, because you're probably not. We can't expect to know how to animate these things just out of the blue. Just like if someone said animate maybe a certain creature or animal that you have never seen. Now you're gonna feel bad because you don't know how to animate it, but don't. We have Google in this day and age, so you don't have to actually type in how to animate. Nope, that's not how it works. You actually type in references. So for this, you would type in something like fan animation to see how you can actually play with that. So I think I did this a while back. I did a fan animation a very long time ago. So I'll just be using that memory of that animation and use it as animation. So our rough animation, many people call this the Gengar, like my friend calls it the Gengar, but I'll just call this the rough animation. So boom. Now don't worry about this. There we go. I'm actually trying to think whether I should keep the dice. Okay, we'll see. We'll see whether we keep the dice or not. So have that. Now keep in mind, when you actually see the short film Lolo actually, yeah, I'll put a link into the animation station so that you guys can see Lolo. Very amazing character. Yeah, so when you guys actually see Melo the Hero finally out, you might see a few changes in my fan animation. So that might actually change. This animation might change very slightly to actually fit the rest of the people's background, or it might not change at all. But don't be surprised when it changes just a little, because we might make final edits. So we can now actually I think I'll have maybe 3 blades, and let's please lower the brush size there. I like that. Nice and even. Okay, let's see how that play out. Okay, I like that. Now you guys, I'm doing these sharp edges because, well, let me show you what I mean. When you have something, when you're looking at a fan, you actually see there's some very, very light. So that's what I'm doing. Fan. Oh. That's our fan. Oh, forgot to hide these as well. So that's the other work. So I'm gonna hide that so that I don't get as distracted. But I think I'll keep the couches so that I know where my zone of animation is. What else is going to go? I actually can't wait to see what they did with their sections. Yeah, it's gonna be so exciting. That's the original sketch. So, now we go to the next frame of our rough animation. So I hope I locked the other. So, stay rough animation. Boom, that's done. Now what's next? I think you can change that. Turn on onion skins, and then this can go back. Trust me, the illusion, it'll make an illusion of the fan actually move. So I would actually put this back. I would put this back. Boom, just like that. I would put it there. So now you see this has to actually go in sync. So I think I would just like that. Doesn't have to be too crazy. None too. Just and that as well. Just like that. This would also have to go back. Now many industry animators might just keep it at 2 frames and just recycle, make it loop. But I don't know. I actually don't know. Okay? So let's see. Would we just keep it like this, or would we keep going? And I think like this is cool. Now you can always change something. And if someone told me if something doesn't look right in your animation probably isn't right. So we can always go back and find. Okay, so let's see how that would. Oh yes, I like this. Oh yes, guys, I like the way this is looking. This looks so good. Now think about this for a moment. You guys have animated your fan. What else can you add to make it better? You can add so many things to make it better actually. One thing we can add is color for one. We can maybe also add, what else can we add? We can add a lot. We can add a lot. So how we would make this loop is we would copy these frames right there. So we'd hit copy, but for me, I have that as a hotkey, or in my keyboard I also have it as C. And then we'll just paste that a couple of times. Who am I kidding? We'll paste this a bunch of times. Now we just paste those just like that. Now you can choose whether you want to animate this fan on 1s or 2s. Well, it doesn't matter, it's your fan. Let's go up to 100 if my memory. Now if you're not so sure how to set up your creator for animation, well, there's a video that I will leave in the link in the description. Yeah, there's a video that I'll leave in the description. It'll be a video link, so you can just go watch my video there. So yeah, isn't it beautiful to see your animations come to life like this? Now, in the end of this, we will actually go back and see what the final result is of our animation. But I think for now, I am just going to loop this animation and do a quick time lapse to save time.